Hello, Virgo, and welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, not Virgo, Cancer. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Virgo. So, hello, Cancer, and welcome to your weekly energy read. My intention with this message is to give you some crystal allies that you might be able to work with during this week, looking at the opportunities, challenges, and then finally some advice. Okay, one more, please, Spirit, one more. For Cancer. Whoa, okay. Alright, so we did have Emerald turnover, which is 22, so this might be a heart-related issue. Okay, something close to your heart. Yeah, and with 23 at the bottom, we have, that sort of consecutive energy. Something that had to do with your heart is going to lead to an expression or a breaking down. Euclase is a very, breaking down is not necessarily a bad thing, so let's not read too far into the energy just yet. But with Euclase is a very, very, I want to say, soft mineral on the Mohs hardness scale. So if you were to take Euclase and rub it with some quartz, it's not going to stand up to it. It's going to crumble. Okay, so something might be breaking down after with that emerald coming out, flipping over with so much energy after some sort of expression of the heart. Okay. Okay, but let's talk about what cards we have here out on the table. Thank you very much, Spirit. So first we have Watermelon Tourmaline. So this does, with 202 on the timer, this does go well with the idea of some sort of heart expansion happening. Watermelon Tourmaline, and I'm getting the same imagery that I got from this card yesterday, which is to say this pink is the center of the Watermelon Tourmaline, but it is expanding and it will soon cover. I know it's not actually possible in terms of the way that these grow, but the energies, the pink energy is taking over the entire energy here. That higher heart energy will consume even the green. So there's an opportunity for some sort of heart expansion, and you can see the stars sparkling here and that outward burst of energy. So that's beautiful, Cancer. In terms of what might be preventing this from coming to fruition, or might slow it down, might delay it, might challenge it, is something to do with family or a community of some sort. I don't want to automatically go to family on this one. So usually Spirit Quartz, this Spirit Quartz card does talk to me about connecting to communities, connecting to family, connecting to unity consciousness. Excuse me, I'm just going to move this incense. And so that also might be significant. There might be an irritation of some sort with your family, or like it's too much. It's smothering 333 on the timer. And with a 9, with 54 coming to a 9, this might be a lesson that you're learning. Okay? Some sort of lesson that you're learning regarding I want to say a blocking of light. Wow. With the smoke, that smoke was significant. A blocking out of your light, or dulling or dimming of your light and your expression of your heart energy, could be coming from either a community you're in or people you consider to be family. And this is a lesson that you've had to learn, or you will be learning this week, which is obviously a difficult lesson, but it will bring you to a higher sense of awareness, a higher state of being, a higher vibration. Okay, we're still in that transformational energy from the eclipse. And so in terms of the advice from Spirit, I take fluorite 2 ways, okay? When it's green fluorite, it has to do with heart and finding inner peace. Your heart, I'm sorry, and finding inner peace. And I'm gonna flip the card because I just got the sense, really weird. I haven't posted many of these videos, but sometimes I do go on tangents or go on explanations with the card upside down, and I just got the sense that somebody watching 5:05 on the timer doesn't like when the card is upside down because they can't see the imagery well. So I'll flip it for you. But basically, what I was trying to get to is your advice is to find or seek inner peace, and fluorite, green fluorite in particular, can help you do that. Now, if you find that this smoke or this fog that you're in is also somehow clouding your intuition, or your ability to see clearly or feel strongly, then purple fluorite might also be of great benefit to you here. Okay, and this is absolutely, with these numbers adding to 6, but multiplying to 8, it feels to me significant to whatever Cancer is listening to this message that their guides want them to know that this is a stone, or at least an energy that they can look into and rely on. And what's interesting, where I was going with this, or at the beginning of when I started talking about fluorite, the first sort of idea that came to mind was how powerful of a stone it is in terms of cleansing negative energies. Like once you've gone ahead and used your black tourmaline to transmute it, and then you use your fluorite right after that to cleanse the space, it's like no negativity can then enter that space, and it's almost like a 24-hour guard on call, always on call. And the reason I say that is I have this rainbow fluorite necklace, but it's primarily it is primarily composed of clear fluorite, and clear fluorite is incredibly stimulating to the mind. And I often find when I wear that necklace, I can't sleep if I'm wearing that necklace, or I do not get restful sleep when I'm wearing that necklace, or even if it's like next to me on the table, because it's so stimulating and it's so cleansing that any sort of thought that I went to sleep with that wasn't that was bothering me or keeping me up, it literally will keep replaying until it's cleansed out, until you deal with it. And when you're in a sleep state, that's sometimes hard to do, right? Sometimes you need to focus entirely on that sleep to do that work, and you can't have your logical mind being stimulated here. So this might tie into your situation as well. You're in your logical mind too much or so much of the day, and that might not be a choice. That might be something that's pushed upon you by this community. Okay, you might be overworking your mental faculties, and the opportunity this week is to lean heavy into your heart energy, have an expansion there, bring those I see like gears over and over thoughts into your heart space. And you kind of see a heart here, okay? Because the heart field is the most powerful energy center in the body, right? So it has the power to transmute those thoughts that the brain can't work through. Yeah, some sort of community thinking, but we're not going to go back on this, because you know what? We're not going to look back at what the potential challenges are, what the situation you just came out of is, because the real good news, the real thing that I want you to walk away with for your week ahead, Cancer, is that you're going to be feeling the love, and then you're going to be expressing love, and whatever the situation isn't even going to matter. You're going to find that clarity, and then that clarity is going to bring you peace. And so even if you don't have any of these crystals, or you don't have access to any of these crystals, you can still live in these energies just by the intention. Yeah, focus on your heart. Fluorite is the stone of focus, okay? And so maybe you've been focused on other people, but this week your opportunity is to focus on yourself and focus on that heart expansion. I'm not going to keep belaboring the point. I just heard Spirit say, okay, I think they got it. So let's just get one soul purpose card that has an affirmation on it that will help support these energies, help us move away from past community mindset that might not have been serving us, or being put to work in ways that have exhausted us. We're releasing that. We're releasing those thoughts from our heart or from our mind into our heart to be transmuted and taking that power back. Here we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Yeah, so if this is some sort of, I just got the idea of a missed opportunity. Okay, so if this is some sort of situation with your community or with your family where you were too focused on something in your head and you weren't in that heart space and you regret that, don't sit in this energy. This is to say, forgive yourself. Don't live in regret. You know that you cannot change the past, but you can most certainly learn from it, right? And I think that's what this heart expansion is allowing you to do. Transmute any pain around this lesson. Transmute any regret from focusing too much in your head, and use that energy to fuel love all around you. 11:22 on the timer as I say that. Okay, Cancer, I know you can do it. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope some of these stones, if you have them with you, can support you in these energies. If this message resonated with you, please do give it a like, comment, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Take care.